Hello and
you
welcome to the very first episode of Forward Jump.
Yeah, man.
South Africa's, what are we? Gaming podcast.
We're people inside.
Well, how many podcasts are there in South Africa? So we probably we can probably say South Africa's #1 gaming podcast. So very first episode, interesting episode because E3 just dropped.
Yeah. Big news there. Big news at E3.
Yeah, big Final Fantasy news, right?
Huh?
But yeah, before we jump into that, let's just get some insights about who we are. This is the 2 Ds of gaming.
Double Ds.
Oh shit. Dario Carzola,
Yeah.
Dylan Johnston,
Yeah.
and I'm Joe.
The Joe.
I forgot my surname for a second.
And this is Johan Strijdom.
Johan Christus Strijdom.
Johan Christus Strijdom. Yeah, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be here, guys.
It is good. It's
Very
flipping
excited.
cold.
Yes.
It's cold.
Good for gaming.
Good for gaming, good for drinking.
Very good for gaming.
Yeah.
So, that's professional.
Gotta have your kinks.
So let's just, before we jump into this thing, let's just get some background about who we are, and more importantly, what kind of games we like and play.
Yeah, man.
So Dario, what's been your favorite game ever?
Phew, it's a toss-up. I think between...
Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12.
Listen, I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and I'm tempted to say Final Fantasy 9, but I think, without a doubt, probably Skyrim. Favorite game ever.
Why?
Well, I was always an Elder Scrolls fan since the early days, and playing... Oh, there we go.
I wouldn't
Alduin.
have imagined it from you.
No, but Skyrim, I love dragons. You guys know, you'll get to know me. I love dragons, and just that going out into the world, catching butterflies, climbing on dragons, burning down cities.
You can catch butterflies.
You could.
You lie.
Yeah.
No jokes. You could actually catch
Those little-
butterflies. Yeah.
Sparkly one.
That's the first thing I did
Oh.
when I came out of the first cave. You fight the bear in the cave, and you come out, and then there's butterflies.
What
and it's
bear?
Like,
I don't think I played that game. It's a good thing it's coming out in remaster. But
yes.
what was I gonna say now? I've never played any Final Fantasy games ever. But going back to the dragons you like, did you see the God of War trailer? Well, we will get to that. But
Okay.
did you see the end of the God of War trailer?
No, I didn't.
So you didn't see the dragon.
Was there a dragon?
This is a dragon.
Pretty awesome.
Were you like God of War?
No, look, I haven't been a God of War fan, but I think that that gameplay looked fantastic, but then I think, I got a bit anxious to see what was next, so I quickly went on, you know.
No, I just watched the whole thing. But anyway, we're jumping the gun.
Yeah.
There's so many jump-related lines we can use in this.
Forward.
Let's
move forward.
I'm hoping some of the people listening kind of gets the reference for a jump. But yeah, Skyrim was a good game. I will replay it. The only reason I stopped playing it was because the game just decided I can't play it anymore.
Yeah.
I think that was at the cusp of the next gen. Like there was just too many updates, too
My
many
Skyrim
DLCs.
also did that.
Broken.
My DLC I couldn't finish it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I spent like a month of gameplay underground in those caves. You know those caves with like the blue glowing things.
The Dwemer Caves, I think it was.
Dude, I never went out.
That was amazing.
It just stopped working. I'd play for a minute and then it would just die.
My game never broke, actually. There was one time I was fighting the Dragonborn, in the Dragonborn DLC, you fight the original Dragonborn, and I was at the final battle and I got stuck. Just in one space.
You probably fell asleep.
What happened with me was in the Dragonborn fight as well. You know, he becomes ethereal.
Yes.
Now, when he became ethereal, he just stayed ethereal. There was nothing I could do.
No, that's a hack.
So I can imagine that then you're excited. Are you going to replay it? Are you going to replay it when it comes out?
I'm going to play it.
How do you feel about mods?
I feel
on
good
the
about
console?
mods because one of the most frustrating things about that DLC was that they gave you the ability to ride a dragon, which was great, but the dragon was on tracks. I mean,
Dragon was shit.
It was
I know.
horrible.
The dragon flying was
I
the
know.
worst.
and that was such a gimmicky way to get people
Yeah.
to get the game.
But I mean, how do you Skyrim was like Skyrim got us excited because of dragons.
Yes.
The whole thing revolved around flipping dragons.
Pretty much it.
I apologize for the blasphemy I'll do, but the dragon was poorly implemented. Like,
No,
it was
absolutely.
bad. But
No, even the combat on the dragon was excruciating. It was
dude,
fun.
did you get all the DLCs? Did you
Yeah,
get every
no,
single
I didn't. Dylan,
I got all of them.
Yeah, he got all of them.
Did you get it on PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Did you get it on PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Because I know PlayStation had issues, like mega issues.
At the beginning, but then they brought a certain update. I can't remember what the update was, and then it just panned out. And I think because PlayStation at that stage, I don't know, it was just it was a more stable build on the PlayStation at the end.
I don't think so.
Well, mine worked till the end. I say after that
Okay,
dragon.
but you don't have the DLC.
Dragon.
We both had all the DLCs. Did you
Oh,
get
I didn't have
that
the DLC.
Hearthfire?
Yeah, I got Hearthfire, the Dragonborn one, and the
Dude.
Vampire one.
Did you those orphans?
I-
So I'm stuck in the cave for a month. I never see my orphans. Go back home. And it's like, hello, daddy. And I'm like, the same with my wife. It's like you get back to your wife after like a year of traveling. She goes, what does he say? The store.
And the store's
made
made
money
some
for
money.
you.
You just take
10
the money.
gold. Put that with the rest, honey.
She gave me less than 1,000 once, so I pushed her daughter into a oven.
For sure,
into the
A
fireplace.
fireplace, yeah.
Classic.
But no, on Hearthfire, I think I built a wall, and I was like, I'm over this. I didn't play a lot of Hearthfire.
I love it, and that's my favorite. Is you get all these armors, but you get stronger armor, and your cool armor kind of falls away, and it's lost in your inventory. So that just kind of having a room, like a trophy room, with all the things you killed and all the outfits, that was perfect.
Well, I hope they take a cue. I think future games take a cue from The Witcher, because I felt that the DLC. Well, I didn't play all the DLCs for Skyrim, but the one DLC I did play, I felt that you lost a little bit because you went to the new island, which was cool. I think it was the Dragonborn DLC, but I felt like you lost a little bit of that. It became for me a little bit like you lost that thing. Like for instance, in the beginning of Skyrim, when the Thieves Guild just captures you and puts you in a, you just lost that sort of sense of adventure in the DLC. It became like a set piece, and that for me wasn't the best. But it was a good.
It was a bit tacked on. But so anyway, welcome to South Africa's #1 Skyrim podcast.
Well, we can push it.
We can have like an offshoot.
Yeah.
Dull.
Yeah.
So, out of the three of us, you're probably the best gamer. I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah.
you know the way I play. Wait, guys, I'm coming. I just need to finish my drink.
If some of you guys are watching and you're getting like heart palpitations and you're like, where do I know this guy's voice from? This is Great Chandi, and he was in probably the top 20 Destiny players in South Africa.
Yeah, you probably got killed by him
many times.
But that's also a challenge. So if you think you're better, hit him up.
Yeah.
Great Chandi, and see if you can beat
Gladly
him.
take him on.
So I mean, you bring the talent, and also the youth. I pretty much blame my age for my
you guys
reflexes.
aren't old.
Well, a bit older.
Older, but you're not old.
Only just a bit.
So I used to think, we spoke and you said your favorite genre is RPGs, but I used to think you like a first person dude. Because that's where I come from. Like, I used to love first person shooters, and the game that put me over to RPGs was like Mass Effect. But anyway.
The only shooters I've ever played, or first person shooters properly, is Halo and Call of Duty.
That's so funny. I used to hate Halo, and
But
now I
that-
freaking love it.
Oh yeah, and well, obviously, the Mass Effect is third person.
Yeah.
So that's only those two first person shooters that I've really.
You
really
played,
loved.
you played a lot of Halos, and you played
Yeah.
Halo Reach.
Yeah.
Hello Reach, yeah.
So what? You'd say Mass Effect is
What?
the best game you ever played?
No.
Oh,
Last
So what
of
is
Us.
it?
The Last of Us. Woo! You think there's a second one coming?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I was
They
like
can't leave the
super-
story where they left it.
But why? That's my thing. Why not? Because it's like watching a great film, and it ends off so well, and you know there's never going to be a sequel.
Yes.
And it's just this perfect thing, and it can't be altered. Your opinion can't change because it's such a good thing. Same with Last of Us. What if they bring out a sequel and it's bad? It's, for me, it's gonna annoy me. It's gonna I'm gonna look at the first one and go, as a collective whole, this game suddenly doesn't have the same things.
It's like Jurassic Park 3. I mean, it took
don't even.
15 years for them
don't
to
even
reconcile
mention
that sort of.
And they still couldn't really
couldn't.
salvage it.
No.
Except they didn't kill any T-Rexes this time.
Yeah, that's a good thing. At one point in the film, I thought I was going to walk out. just at the
Dude,
end.
exactly.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, Last of Us. I think Last of Us one of the only 2 games that seriously depressed me, like on like the verge of like crying.
Yeah.
The other one was, I don't know if you guys ever played it, a little indie game from Ubisoft. I think it's Ubisoft, Valiant Hearts.
Oh no, I haven't played that with the dog.
You should play it. It's like the side-scrolling thing, and it's about the World War One.
Yes.
And I mean, except for now Battlefield 1, nobody really touches World War 1.
Yeah, it's all
And
advanced.
It's interesting. It's not the greatest game, but I don't know. It just kind of left this sadness, this hole.
Oh my
and
word.
it was the same with Last
That
of Us.
sounds good.
And it's really good. And I'm afraid that if Last of Us 2 comes, and I know I'm being like just super pessimistic, but if the second one sucks, there's always going to be that thing about they could have left it, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But damn, that game's good.
Yeah.
So not at all like Half-Life, Joe?
No, they should. They'll never be able to fix that. They should just leave it. They should just never. Or they should go, hey, here's like a little tech demo for VR.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
And do Half-Life, but not like a on rails garbage thing. Like a full on, you can move yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
VR is a whole different thing. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah. Talk about there.
So you say Last of Us is your favorite game,
Yes.
but you don't like Uncharted.
No.
That's strange for me.
Is it just a story? Because to me,
The thing I loved most about Last of Us was the story and the characters.
Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
I really liked Uncharted 4. You are still playing Uncharted
I'm
4
on
right
the
now.
last chapter. Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
So
yeah.
good.
They could leave the shooting out, like you said.
I know.
You said to me when I got the game, like, there could be no shooting in this game and it would be good.
I know.
Completely agree with you.
Or, what I was going to say now is I think they could have incorporated some Last of Us. Well, they'd probably piss off some Uncharted fans. But they could have incorporated some of the combat from Uncharted, like from The Last of Us. Dude picking up a brick, smacking a gun head. They took out grenades.
Yeah.
They took out grenade tossing in Uncharted 4. So if
No,
a grenade...
you can toss
Yeah,
a
you can
grenade.
toss.
No, you can throw a grenade.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if somebody throws a grenade
you
to
can't
you,
toss
you
it.
can't
toss it
pick
back.
up. So
I
they've
know,
kind
that
of-
annoyed me many times.
It didn't annoy me because the like you say, the gunplay.
But the thing is, like,
irrelevant.
you sitting on like a lonely block, you're in these ruins and you're on this tower.
And that guy gets a
And someone
perfect
throws
little
it. The grenades are amazing. Their throws are incredible. They like
Exactly.
curl around the corners and land at your feet. There's no way to jump to or go like. It's just obvious. Just pick it up and throw it off the edge, and you can't. And then it's like, Nathan.
It was this one.
man.
I love dying in Uncharted. That's the one thing. I didn't like the shooting really, but dying in Uncharted is the funniest thing in the whole wide world. It's not as funny as the previous 3 games. In
Yeah.
the previous 3 games, I've done this a lot, but that
Yeah.
vuvuzela, that when you die, it's like it's the funniest thing ever, and you have that ragdoll physics.
Yes.
And this one they've taken that out, but it's still as funny. Now you got a Jeep, and have you launched it off like a cliff or something?
Yeah.
So like they would be talking, and then you'd go off this cliff, and it's like everybody screams in unison. It's like ah, and there's like these rag dolls just flying, and every time it happens, I just go. It's so funny.
Meanwhile, your wife's sitting upstairs looking down, like,
Please go. Yeah.
Alright.
Jeez. Last of Us is also one of those games, one of the very few games I actually played again more than 2 times.
I've actually never played it again.
have you never? You played it once.
I've played all 3 Mass Effect games 3 times at least, but I've never replayed Last of Us.
I think I broke your iPad.
It's alright. It's not the best iPad. There you go.
It was a fake.
It's an iPad.
Anyway, that's gone.
But the thing is, like you're saying now, you've played it only once. Sometimes you do get that feeling you want to play a game a second time, and there's few times that actually when you want to just put the disc right back in, then and there, and start it again. Like
You did that with Ratchet. The new
Anyway,
Ratchet
yeah, I mean
Clank.
that was short. I wouldn't classify that as one of those like.
Yeah.
I'm talking like, for instance, at Mass Effect 3, I wanted to play the whole trilogy again, right then and there, put it back in, start from the
I
beginning.
didn't do that with 3, but I did that with 2.
Yeah, no, it was like one of those games, you know, or The Witcher was like that. I also just I couldn't,
Really?
but it was just too much to play.
I,
games. I was like,
I played Witcher 2
I wanted more
twice,
Witcher. I think it was more like I'm so full, but I still want more, but I can't eat more right now.
But you're playing Blood and Wine.
Oh, I'm playing Blood and Wine.
I think I know a lot of people got annoyed with the time between the DLCs. Well, people probably weren't annoyed because they're like, take your time, you guys do great work. But it's good.
It's amazing. No,
It's so good.
it's
So good.
and for the price that you pay, I mean, some games aren't even that long.
Yeah, I was lucky. It's actually one of it's the only game I'm playing on PC because I got it for free with my graphics card.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember
bought
that.
the DLC, so overall the whole thing cost me like $500 rands.
Shit like it.
Yeah,
That's
which is
cheap,
nice.
Yeah.
Except like they only you can only pay in like dollars and whatever. You can't pay in rands.
Yeah.
Well, I've bought Witcher twice,
I bought
and I still need to buy the DLCs.
I bought for some stupid reason. I bought Fallout 4 twice.
That was a bit of a, but yeah,
One
but
of
you
those
had,
was from
you
me.
I mean,
And
you guys don't know us that well yet, but Joe's a completionist. I mean, he in Half-Life, was it Half-Life 2?
finish the fight.
In Half-Life, he started the game again. He carried a gnome,
But that's
through the
an
whole
achievement.
game.
You had to do that. That's part of the game. Yeah, dude. That's also
No, and if the gnome breaks or you flies away, am I right?
yeah. Well, if you drive in the car, you drive in this like dune kind of desert buggy thing, and the only way you can keep the gnome with you is like you got to lodge it underneath your pedals and stuff. And when you crash the car or you do something weird, it kind of bugs out and the gnome shoots like.
You gotta go fetch.
And if you pick something up in the game, you can't use your gun or whatever because it floats in your display. So if you're in combat, you have this gnome. You could drop it somewhere safe because things explode and the gnome flies. So you drop it somewhere safe. You shoot, pick up the gnome, go on.
What the hell?
How long is the game?
Well, that was the episode. So that wasn't Half-Life.
That was
2.
it. Was episode.
It was like Half-Life 2 episode 1 or 2. I'm not sure.
I think it was one.
Well, I'm not sure how much, but it was quite a bit. Are you looking it up?
I'm looking at something else quick.
It was so satisfying, frustrating,
Yeah.
especially when you go into the caves.
Yeah.
There was like this old mines, but at the end, I don't know. Can I spoil Half-Life 2?
If anyone hasn't played it at this point,
Then they shouldn't be listening to this damn podcast. At the end of it, you put it in a rocket and you launch it up into space.
yes,
And
I
it's
remember
the
that.
saddest thing. You're like, oh, it's my friend.
Here he goes.
But
He's come forever.
that was the craziest, most annoying thing I've ever probably done in a game. But yeah, it's the same. Like we watch a film. What did I watch? It was horrible. Jack Reacher.
Oh, Jack Reacher, yeah.
Well, in my opinion, it's not good. But and like 15 minutes into this film, I'm like, I don't like this. And Adele's like, you're gonna finish it, right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just agony. It's like hour and a half of pure agony.
Right.
Yeah, well,
What?
my favorite game.
Yes, yeah. I was about to say we've said ours. What's yours?
Yeah, my favorite game. I thought about this, and it's between Mass Effect and BioShock.
Okay.
BioShock being
Fair
first
enough.
person.
Thought
first-
you would have said BioShock straight off the bat, but that's. Yeah,
I know,
fair enough.
but then I thought about it. Gameplay is BioShock. I mean,
yeah.
give me like Skyrim as well. I know you guys sometimes like to play third person, but I like the first person. I want to be in that thing. That's why I'm excited for VR.
Yeah.
But if it's done right, but cool RPG elements, great story,
Totally.
awesome combat.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the world is. I mean, Rapture is just the most beautiful thing. I'll go back like for
lovely.
10 games. So that all of that for BioShock is great, but Mass Effect, like I said, is the first game that introduced me to RPGs.
Yes.
You know how I felt about
I
RPGs.
fought for so many years trying to get you into RPGs.
Final Fantasy. And Play it now. It's not so good. Like
What?
the game, Mass Effect.
Oh, Mass Effect.
No,
Oh.
Bioshock still
No, it
holds
still
up.
stands
Still
up.
looks
Still
good.
stands up. Yeah.
Mass Effect, the gameplay sucks. It's really bad. I wish they just made a remaster of that. I'd buy that.
But I have a question. What did you think of now? You say Bioshock Infinite.
I loved Infinite.
You liked Infinite.
I liked Infinite. I just think they didn't touch on the kind of racial undertones thing enough. Possibly.
I liked that
thought-
at the beginning. They
yeah,
touched that, and then they
it
never
was
really.
quite uncomfortable and
Yeah.
good. And then they just it's like, well, that's done. Let's start shooting some stuff.
Yeah.
And that final battle was bad.
I remember
not
that.
gonna-
That
was not good.
Did you play it,
but-
Bill?
No, I've never played a Bioshock.
Dude,
I've
never played a Bioshock
Never
game.
finished a Bioshock game.
Never finished.
I'm gonna give you my Xbox.
You were younger at the time, but I remember it was
that
quite.
terrified me. When
Yeah.
I
You know,
was younger.
it's good. That game just starts off so well.
That when you go to the pram and there's the
And
revolver
you
in the
just see
pram.
the shadow. You see this. The game is really good. The game looks great. They play with lighting a lot.
Huh.
So you walk up a corridor and there's this shadow of a lady with a pram and she's cooing. She's like talking to this baby, and then you get closer and she attacks you and you kill her and you look into the pram and it's a gun.
Yeah,
That's really good.
It's
And just stuff like, you go into a bathroom and you grab a cake or a chocolate out of the toilet, you look around, you just see like this figure that was standing behind you, like leave. Super good. Super good.
brilliant.
Anyway.
I loved that game. I loved Bioshock. Bioshock 2 less so, but Bioshock Infinite I made a comeback in my heart.
I think I'm one of the few people that enjoyed Bioshock 2, but Bioshock 2's Minerva's Den. A lot of people always say it is like it's better than the game. It's really good. It is nice. I think I had enough of Bioshock 2 at that point.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, let's go with. I think Bioshock is my favorite game ever.
Cool.
But I like Western RPGs. I love Witcher. Not that that's is that Western? Does that count as Western? It's Polish. I don't know where places are. What's that? That's in China, right?
For later on in the show, I actually want to get a top. I was just thinking now, I want to get a list of JRPGs and just see if
What you can?
if I can recommend one.
Can I drink while I do it?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
It makes it better.
I don't know. That sounds.
Which
I got cold chills when I heard that.
I think JRPGs had a place in time, and I think that they hung back there. And then what happened was with Final Fantasy 13, you had these developers going, we want to be current, we want to be... And I mean, I know a lot of people love Final Fantasy 13. But for me, I mean, if I made you play Final Fantasy 13, I'd give you 10 minutes and you'd be over it. There was just... The combat system was...
Give me one trailer for what's
It was just not immersive at all.
Give me one trailer of Final Fantasy 15 and I'm over it.
No, you love Final Fantasy 15
I like
for a
the
long
car.
time.
The driving part was cool. And that's probably the one part that people like the least. Because they're like, oh, I want to play as a boy band. And I'm like, that's cool.
That car is epic.
Yes, but as soon as it gets into the combat, I'm like, all right.
No, I love that.
But the combat...
The blinking sword. Yeah.
Did you play the demo?
Yes.
You played the demo?
Yeah, I played demo. You played the demo?
Yeah.
Played the Sven?
Yeah. Like I said, the controls... That's the thing. That's the thing... The kind of JRPGs I dabbled with. My feet.
Yeah, I know you haven't had a good
I
run.
don't know, the
You haven't had a
controls
good
aren't
run.
good. Like, they don't do animations well. It's not natural. Like, you press a button, it does something, and it feels like you can't exit that action. If you're in it, you can't cancel that, kind of. You know? Like, if you play The Witcher,
but
you can end, if you're slashing whatever, you can move, you can block whatever whenever you want. It doesn't feel like it with kind of JRPGs. Also don't like turn-based stuff. Except
I think that's a big
Pokemon.
problem. But I mean, turn-based, as I said, had a place in time, and I think, I mean, people love turn-based now, but I think we're getting to a point now where you need more action elements in the game.
You just want to do the fighting.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there's like a renaissance happening with JRPGs as well. I think they're coming back.
That's true.
There's a Ni no Kuni.
Oh, Ni no Kuni.
Persona. Have you ever played Persona games?
But Ni no Kuni. Yeah, no, actually, I've always wanted to play Persona, but we did. I mean, Persona. I think it was Persona 2 or something. Struggled to get hold of it here in SA. I've been waiting for Persona. Now there's a PS4 one, but from what I've seen, it looks like PS3 game. I don't know. I haven't seen much gameplay footage.
You probably don't really play that for.
Probably not. But
For
the
the
thing
visual
is,
fidelity.
take Ni no Kuni for example, right? Now it's it's a critically acclaimed game. People love it. I played it. I loved it, and I'm a huge fan of Studio Ghibli. I'm a big fan of the animation, and obviously, you know, that game is all about that. The story is great. The characters are great. It's classic, you know, with JRPGs. Like, it's sometimes overly confusing. And the thing with Ni no Kuni was, I started playing it and I was so into it. But now you must understand. I don't know if you've played it before, but
No.
you basically have a character, the young boy, and he has these, call them minions, or
You didn't play it, though.
I
it's like
don't even know
it's like
what you
Pokemon.
guys are talking about.
Just
You
say
know
he
where
has,
you are.
He has his own Pokemon. He has his own
Okay.
Pokemon. He throws that you can choose one to throw out, and then you can control both. But it's action, so it's like there's things happening, and you got to block, and it's really intricate and it takes some skill to learn, which is fun. But the thing is, I stopped playing it for a while because I think I played Witcher or something like that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Witcher 2, and then when I came back to try and I was in the middle of the game, and try and get back into that combat was like, what is going on? I couldn't defeat even basic enemies. Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
do with my hands?
You know, and a lot of the time I think, you know, if you, I know Dill, maybe it doesn't apply to you, but with at where I'm at in my life, like, you know, you come home from work.
50.
Yeah, about 50. It's over 9,000. You know, you get home from work and you just want to download, and then you put on Ni no Kuni, and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, that's exactly why I haven't really gone that far into Blood and Wine. I choose to do Doom rather. Doom, like a little 15-minute, 20-minute chunk. Okay, I'm happy. I've just broken a tooth off a demon and shoved it down his throat. That's
That's fun.
I can keep on living. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get where you're coming from. Time is a valuable resource, and I can't spend it on convoluted like combat systems and bad menus.
It's like I once gave Skyrim. I've actually given Skyrim to 2 people in the past. I think I definitely gave it to an uncle of mine, Jacques, and I think I also gave it to Sebrand, a friend of ours.
you did.
I did.
Oh,
And I think both of them had the same complaint. They started playing Skyrim and it was like, there's books to read and there's a map and where do I go? And I don't know what should I do next? And there's much.
which is funny because Skyrim is actually like a kind of watered down.
Oh yeah, Skyrim.
They made it
Oblivion,
way simpler.
I mean, if you played earlier games, Oblivion was like, I mean,
I never played it.
I had no clue what was going on in Oblivion.
well, there we go. There's a testimony. But yeah, it is like that. But I think it depends what you want out of a game, what you want to get. Yeah.
Well,
I have one more question for you, Joe.
What?
What about now? You've said Bioshock. You've said Mass Effect. What about Red Dead Redemption?
Oh, how did I forget that? Yo! And why was there no Red Dead announcement? Just even say it's backwards compatible on my flipping Xbox.
Yeah.
Nothing. Classic Rockstar.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
I saw an article and it said why they didn't release
What did they
a trailer for it. Because in the trailer, it has one guy walk into a bar and he just shoots up everyone in the bar. And with that thing in America.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I should actually go check that.
Oh,
Let's go see that.
Where did you read
that?
that?
Sucks. That's
Well,
like
I can't remember, some magazine.
that's like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. No, was it that Spider-Man? It was one of the Spider-Man films that they had the Twin Towers in their movie. I think the final battle was going to happen on the
I
Twin
remember.
Towers, and then the Twin Towers thing happened. And then like, oh, Spider-Man's going to fight on another building. But anyway,
He's up there.
so that's enough of the past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we like.
yeah.
I don't like JRPGs. We thought he liked shooters.
I do like shooters.
You're flipping good at them. That's scary good.
Can we just consolidate that you like shooters? Can we just say
you
can we
will
just
like
go
shooters?
with that?
You will like
So
shooters.
he's the shooter guy.
And you like etchy things.
What? No.
Itchy fan.
No, I'm not a huge.
So yeah, I mean, let's move on to the future of gaming.
Yes.
VR and E3. So this segment's going to be a weekly segment where we basically review everything that's happened throughout the week.
Yeah.
But this one, obviously, like we've said, is a bit different because E3 happened.
That's right.
And boy, did it happen.
Oh, it happened.
It
surely did happen.
We can confirm.
We can confirm.
It did happen.
Even though Joe believes it won't happen for very much longer.
I don't. Well, no, I think it will. I don't think it will be happening in the same way we've been seeing it happen. So, well, I don't know why they did it, but E3 left. I mean, EA left, did their own thing, which was super pointless. Like, really pointless. And I think Ubisoft did their own thing as well.
Yeah.
So there was these massive, I wasn't there, but apparently there was these massive holes on the conference floor because there's no E3 booth. There's no Ubisoft booth.
That's horrible.
And I don't know why they do it. Like, I don't know why they move out of E3, but still hold it during the E3
time. That's silly.
So I think they need to revise, especially everything leaked beforehand as well.
I think a couple of things. A couple of things leaked. Dil, you spoke about it. You said, I mean, we also knew most of the stuff before the time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously, that takes away the element of surprise, the excitement for the... Well, I suppose it does make it more exciting. It builds a bit of anticipation. But the thing is, what I did notice this time is, I think Sony got this particularly right, is there was a less corny moment. There were still corny moments, don't get me wrong. There were some awkward moments. There were some corny moments.
Jose Mourinho.
But
Jose Mourinho.
Oh my word!
But
that whole E3.
I think they're starting to realize they need to focus more on just showing games.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's there. That's what everyone cares. They don't want to hear people talk rubbish about how Sony's got development teams doing this. That's irrelevant. They just want to know what is coming out. What are the new games? Show us.
I mean, how many years have they been going, and it's still the same stuff? Some executive guy going, we've got... And some of them can't even speak English.
Yeah.
And it's so awkward. It's always so funny when they bring in the little indie developers. They show off they're doing good for the gaming community, so they bring out this little indie developer and he's so nervous. He's like, we got great games.
Games are coming. We're working.
We're working really hard. but it is true. It's like this executive comes on stage and says they're going to bring out this. It's no solid release dates. It's okay, sometimes the trailers are cool, even if it is just a cinematic, but then it's like, and Kojima did that with his new game. That game's not going to come out for years.
What is
that?
Did you watch that?
I watched the trailer.
Japanese are particularly good at that. Final Fantasy 12, they announced in 2006? When did it come out? 4 years later.
Well, then they're bad at it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's sarcasm. But I mean, I'm saying...
I just thought you defended
I don't
Japanese.
like... No, I mean, you don't... If you're making a film, you don't bring out a CG trailer before you've even started filming anything. I mean,
nowadays,
Yeah.
it's a teaser trailer for a teaser trailer.
Yeah, but it's not right. It doesn't make it right because everyone's doing it.
Yeah, I understand they want to get as much media space, and E3 is actually not good because everybody's competing for the same space on the IGN news feed on whatever.
Well, but for those of you that are watching from other countries, international viewers, here in South Africa, we are beggars being choosers because I mean our conferences here, our gaming conferences are
shocking.
I mean.
There's no game conferences.
Well, it's obviously because it's South Africa and we don't. There's no like big Sony headquarters here.
That's true.
Microsoft's here, but not in a heavy gaming sense. Technical does Sony's game related things here, and they do feature, but there's obviously the budgets for these things. We can't fly down people. Well, I say we. I assume they can't fly people down from the Americas and from the Polands and all of that stuff, from the Japans, to do a show here at the same caliber as what we see in E3s.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about them, like a release window, so like some sort of DRM, so during E3 they release games, so for that 2 weeks on like PS Store, where you have DRM for 2 weeks, where you can actually demo the game. I mean, the people at the conference can demo it. Maybe they can even charge us a price. So you pay a price to get to be part
It's
of
like
the
a virtual
E3 content.
ticket.
Yeah. And then you pay 100 Rand or something like that, and then you actually get to play the demos. Because then gamers would, I mean, the companies, gaming companies would be more.
But I mean, logistically, how would that work? Because then you spoil all the games you're going to announce because they got to download 50 gigs for a demo.
Yeah, I mean, we don't all live in South Africa.
No, but even if you stay somewhere else, a 50 gig download is quite considerable. If a guy goes on stage and he goes, and people at home can also play this demo alongside the people at E3. Let me go download my 50 gig download. By the end of the weekend, you're done and it's over.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, it's cool. They do it with some games. They do the demos. I know there's a Lego Force Awakens
Legos,
demo.
yeah, that's fair. But I mean, that's only 2 gigs, eh?
Do you guys know that there's a Resident Evil demo on the store? Do you know how to find it?
No, I just watched it.
Oh, the demo.
Yeah.
I need to go download that.
Yeah,
I need to go
sounds
check
good.
that out.
That sounds good.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I want to see how it would work without VR. I assume like a normal game.
Yeah.
Then I would like to see it work with VR.
Yeah.
But so getting into E3.
Yes.
Was it a good E3 in general? Did you enjoy it? Are you excited?
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it.
There was some highs and lows.
There were highs and lows. I mean, I
More
think that's
highs-
every E3. More
more
this
highs
time.
this year than lows. I think.
And I'm just glad that whole console. There will always be a console race, but I'm saying, I think the previous E3s were like, oh, it's PlayStation, oh, it's Xbox, and this time it was more like games. Like, let's show
I
games.
saw so many more PS4 exclusives than Xbox exclusives. Just from what I saw.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see many.
I think there is probably more appealing PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah.
A lot of flipping zombie games.
Yeah,
That's why the
seems
point.
we're still in that phase.
Yeah, but that's the
Gamers.
point that you made with the Last of Us sequel. With all the zombie games and PlayStation actually releasing first party zombie games. Well, it's not first party, but I mean exclusive zombie games.
Yeah.
They wouldn't release a Last of Us alongside those games. Last of Us would kill it.
Yeah.
So then what do they just not do Last of Us sequel? Do they push it out till who knows when?
It's difficult.
I wonder. But what's that game called?
I'm also trying to think of a game.
What is that game? That biker game?
Yes, the open world one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where
It's
it's
on
like,
PlayStation.
dude, did you see that?
Yes.
It's
Did you see the gameplay?
yes. When they just fall out. What's that? World War Z. It reminded me of that World War Z kind of
Hey,
zombies.
guys.
Apparently, it's not zombies. They're called freakers or whatever.
They're zombies.
Zombies. No, let's just say that. But it
They're
looks good.
freakers.
That looks super good. Super
Just
good.
imagine them sitting around the table, their boardroom table. Guys, we don't want to be typical zombie game. We need another name. What's another name? Freakers.
Freakers.
Brilliant. That's
No,
it.
Minecraft.
Get it,
Microsoft. Get out.
What about freakers?
Timmy, you moved to that office. You're hired.
We're gonna get to that now. Like who's hired that shouldn't be hired at E3? Because
Yo. So, okay, on that note, because I know exactly who you're going to say, but let's start with the bad and move on to the good, because the good's going to take up a big chunk.
all right.
And I'd like to end on a positive.
Yeah.
Worst show at E3. Worst conference.
See, I watched the trailers of the games.
So you didn't watch the shows.
I never watched the full shows.
Now see, that's exactly the problem with E3, because why would you waste time 2 hours watching a 2-hour Ubisoft conference
Sure.
if you can just watch it at home
Yeah.
But
without pants on?
But back to that's true. But back to what I said before, the one and it's not a highlight. I say you're gonna have a game moment highlight later on. We'll talk about that. But you do have things like Sony this year having that orchestra, which made me want to watch the presentation as well as the gameplay demo. I wanted to see what they were gonna do.
But I agree, the orchestra was flipping awesome. But also more tailored for somebody watching at home.
Oh yeah.
I think okay, the music itself.
I mean,
would
if
be
you were
awesome,
there, oof,
but
yeah.
you're not going to see the orchestra down there in their little crapshoot, their little hole.
Yeah, but I mean, to
Um,
listen to that live, I mean, it's quite a grandiose sort of.
But the same with a Crash Bandicoot announcement. The guy walking with Crash's shadow behind him. You wouldn't. Would you be able to really see that on?
I see what you
when
mean.
there
Yeah, I
live?
hear you.
So it's like almost more catered for a internet audience.
Well, they
for
probably get more viewers on the internet than.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously because.
But I mean, can a rock band? It's different vibe. Like you don't get if you
Yeah.
have your band, like you need a
Blink
crowd.
played at E3.
where did they play?
No, I'm saying if you have a rock band and you play with no audience, like you have studio shows,
Yeah.
right? Studio One, they do all these like
Yeah.
sort of studio live shows, Muse or whatever. You know, it's different vibe from if you're playing on a stage in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Like there's that
True.
energy and that you get from the crowd. So you could make it an internet show, but then we're going to talk about Nintendo and Square Enix, and we'll get there now
But I also find
as a low light.
because E3 is it's not a open to everyone conference, so it's just media people. It's just investors kind of sparking interest, and it's also weird watching the audience
Yeah.
because I know they're all gamers, but because it's
It's more
almost like
media. It's more
almost-
press.
yeah,
Everyone's on their
it's-
laptops typing
it's
in the
like-
next article.
Yeah, it's like a rent-a-crowd, but then they get super excited for games, and it's a weird setup. E3 is weird, and I'm curious to see what next year's E3 is going to be.
I spoke to someone this week, and I was telling them about E3 and how excited I was about E3, and they had no idea what I was talking about. So for those viewers that are not gamers, that have no idea, give us a wrap. What is E3? How do we describe E3 to people who have no idea what it is?
E3 is a sizzle reel of the games, the upcoming games of the next 2 years. Well, that's ideally what it should be,
Yeah.
but some games, Last Guardian, gets pushed out into infinity.
Yeah.
But that's basically what it is. It's all gaming tech in one place, one
Yeah.
week.
So you have all your big companies, they show up. Some of them have conferences, some of them just have booths, and then
Yeah.
they present the best of what they have. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah,
So it's every year at this time of year?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, and I enjoy it. I really like it.
I enjoy it. yeah.
I set up
As well.
and watched the Sony conference at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Fell asleep during the Ubisoft conference, but
Yeah.
so worst show, dull.
Well,
Oh, you just watched.
Yeah.
Okay, you just watched the
What's
trailer.
changed?
Dario, worst show.
It's-
Overall worst show.
It's without a doubt. I know it's not exactly a conference, but the Square Enix showcast.
I didn't even watch that. Where was that? Your Squarecast. What a perfect name for
Okay,
a,
let me
shitty-
let me just set the stage for you guys. It starts off, and there's a guy sitting, like typical news station, screen here on his left, and he's sitting at his table, and he's like, sort of presenting Square Enix as a Square Enix employee, but also not. So he's like, and Square Enix, they've announced this and this. There was this trailer that was played, and it was just so fake. And like, I'm sitting there now. Right, I've just seen 100 great games. I've watched Sony's conference. Now I'm catching up. I want to watch. Now I'm super amped for Final Fantasy. I want to see what else Square's got up their sleeve, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to this guy present, and he's completely. What he's saying is redundant. They've shown it already. There's no point to it. So that's how it starts. So I'm like, okay, fine, wait. Then it cuts away to like that. They have these like Square Enix facts. So they have like things running. Waiting, nothing on screen for another 10 minutes. Then, now, I'm not entirely sure of their position at Square, but I think they're definitely in the marketing department. Like 2 head marketers from Square Enix now sit at a table with some unknown guy, and they start talking about Square Enix's games. And it's the most awkward situation you've ever seen. If you really want to laugh, go listen to it. They sit there and they have no idea what they're meant to be doing or what are they talking about. And there's 2 guys, and then there's the one lady. There's the one lady, and she's sitting there and she goes, "Hey guys, well, we've got some good things to show you today. We've got some news, some new exciting news. Why don't we tell them about it?" And the guy on the left's like looking down at his paper and he's confused. He's like, we'll get to that, won't we? And the guy on the other side, yes, we will. And it's like so bad. And then listen to this. The one guy who's at that table was the same guy who played the Square Enix demo at the Xbox conference.
I think you
the Final Fantasy demo. Now listen, and this guy, he's sitting there, and they admitted it, like how badly he played the demo.
But I think they had to do that.
I need to redeem myself.
I think that was
demo.
damage control. I think they went, okay, the Twitter is exploding about how boring Final Fantasy, the demo, looked. I mean, it looked good. Looked great. But plays is so boring. There's just nothing.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming
from. It's the same with the Scalebound demo.
But I mean, you have to take it into consideration in the grand scheme of things. I mean, they've released 100 gameplay footage, and it's been brilliant. And it's just that one battle that was with this behemoth titan that just didn't look good.
It looked great.
No, I'm saying it gameplay-wise. I mean, there's been a lot of footage that's looked good.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But this is what I'm worried about is...
In any case, I mean, Square Enix...
Bad.
Their show was shocking. Yeah. That's what it comes down to.
So, transitioning from yours, where they're using people who aren't comfortable in front of a camera, to my worst show...
Yeah.
Ubisoft. And they...
Wait. You watched Ubisoft?
I did! Oh, sort of. I fell asleep and I woke. I was like in the middle of the night. I woke up and they were still going. So I just shut it on. But they had the girl from Archer. What's her name? They've had her for every year. I think for like 5 years. She presents the whole show. And the nice thing is she's funny and she kind of knows what she's talking about to a adequate extent. But it's so long, dude. And the games are good. They got good games. Flipping hell, people are going crazy about the Wildlands, the Tom Clancy game. I'm not, but the Stick of Truth sequel, Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, Fractured Butthole. Yeah.
South Park looks awesome.
Yeah.
And they showed some crappy VR stuff, but they show a video of the game. They show a video of people talking about the game. Then they bring the guy talking in the video onto the stage to talk about the game. He's talking about exactly the same stuff they were just talking about in the video.
But it's also in the gaming. I think gamers have wised up over the years to this thing of it's going to be you get these guys walking on and then they go, it's going to be a gameplay experience that every gamer has hoped for, and it's just like.
Wait.
Once you've played Watch Dogs,
do you American accent again? I love that.
Once you've played Watch Dogs, after you saw the E3 footage. I mean, you saw this game; it looks great. How many years later? Year and a half later, you get the game.
Yours was delayed. It was
2 years later.
I don't know.
Any case,
long.
You get the game; it's completely different. So already we can't trust gameplay trailers. Now you're going to get these guys walking out onto stage, these executives, to come tell you how great the game is. I mean, you take that with a slice of cheese, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but...
and with E3, it's typically a slice of cheese.
Yeah, they have fixed it. I mean, I think Microsoft did a flipping great job, because they still had people talking, but Phil Spencer, the Kif Oak, he did some cool stuff. They don't feel uncomfortable. The show looked great. And then Sony didn't do a lot of talking. Just blasted our eyeballs with trailers.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you like those trailers.
I love those trailers.
But I still think Microsoft punched Sony right in the face with the hardware side of it.
What, the upgrade of the
Xbox One S?
Xbox One S.
Well, the Xbox One S and then the Project Scorpio that they announced but they didn't show. I think the Sony guys went, holy crap, this thing is running on flipping infinite powers. And they pulled Neo right out of that conference. I think they were going to show it for VR and they couldn't, because this time Microsoft had the upper hand. I think Microsoft was like, we are not going to get embarrassed like we were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. When was it? When they announced. That was awkward.
That was.
But so that's the bad. I'm not even going to mention EA because the FIFA looks good.
It does.
FIFA
It
looks
really
good. You
does.
like your FIFAs.
Yeah, I love FIFA.
I'm probably going to buy it. Why? Because the single player.
It's a campaign mode, yeah.
Yeah, so you enjoyed that.
Yes. I've been wanting them to do that for a long time.
But
Never
tell us a bit
understood
about
why.
that. I mean, what is that?
You play as a guy called Alex Hunter.
Alex Hunter.
Yeah.
That does not sound like a football player.
It was super awkward when he got onto stage. It was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool.
Yeah. And yeah, you can choose any team in the Premier League to play for, and then the whole story goes around how you get into the first team and stuff.
But they got nice actors. The dude was a bit overzealous at E3, but he does a good job of acting in the game. Beautiful cutscenes, locker room scenes.
Yeah. And they
That's
finally
cool.
put managers in.
I said I wasn't going to talk about EA, but damn, old Jose,
That was bad.
dude. And they kind of try to make a joke about the in-game purchases. And he was talking about how his kid plays FIFA,
Oh, yes.
and he spends way too much money on the
The Ultimate Team
The
packs,
Ultimate
which
Team
I have
packs.
done too. Yeah.
and it just does not work.
Yeah.
Like it was really awkward.
That was all. Yeah.
Like don't do that. I think take out celebrities. Like,
Yeah.
did you guys see what happened with Jamie Foxx and that whole EA Battlefield 1 thing? They had Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Jamie
No,
Foxx,
man, that
and
was-
Zac Efron, dude. But they just I don't know who, but I can assume that it was Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. Like
Something just tells you.
had a few chugs of the marijuana.
No, they were. The gameplay I saw, Snoop Dogg was playing and he had a joint in his mouth.
And like everybody walking out of that thing looked cooked, bro. Like the media people sitting around them, cooked.
You know
Worst
Bernie
FIFA they've
from
ever played.
Rooster
Players
Teeth?
running.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sitting in the middle of Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg. And they were passing it across. And he came out and he said to Gavin, I'm extremely high. They just...
Maybe that was the EA tactic. Like, guys, this game has to work. Blow people's minds by like intoxicating them and then showing them like explosions. But
Those players probably had the best experience. They're posting it on Twitter for the next 2 weeks.
dude, but EA,
EA.
Battlefield looks good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks super good, but they
looks
go and
good.
show the same trailer at all of the conferences. They show the same thing. No gameplay, and they cut everyone out and go, hey, but you can play this after this.
But
And-
but just back a step quickly. I know we're talking about EA now, but EA's conference there was the Star Wars montage.
Same with Mass Effect.
I was hoping to see at least something, a title.
Same
and
with
you know,
Mass Effect. Why?
At
especially,
least Mass Effect's got a
especially,
title.
yeah, well,
A title.
that's probably
well-
going to change.
Well,
by
now
the
we
time
have
it's
a
released.
title, a main character, and a setting, kind of.
She was female.
But dude,
Well, yeah, you'll obviously be able to
Okay,
choose, but that's
yeah.
like the poster child.
yeah, but Star Wars, EA's had the rights for such a while now. You'd expect them, and especially with we were talking about this earlier, but in the gaming industry, this tendency to, over-present a game, present it 4 years in advance with the CGI trailer that's never going to materialize in the game. I'm thinking of old Master Chief standing in the desert with his coat at that one E3 for Halo. And then that scene, was it in Halo? You've played Halo 5 to the end?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't in Halo 5. Okay, but
Those Guardians were there, and it was
Yeah.
quite spectacular, but
True.
not.
But we were talking about this, and I
Not
just
great.
think, at this point, you would expect them to just have a title or,
Yeah.
some they had concept art, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I know, and I understand why they need to do this. This isn't a conference for us, even though we like to think that. It's a conference for investors.
Yeah.
They need to show, and it's not so much EA, it's Disney. Disney's acquired the rights to all Star Wars things. Disney feels that they need to show that that's the Star Wars franchise is in the right hands.
Yep.
They needed to show something. The same thing with Kojima. Sony needed to show Kojima.
Yeah, no.
Just to show that they've got him in the team.
Yeah, he's
They've got him in
he's their poster boy. He's their
because
he's their golden child.
His trailer, though.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
What do you think of it? Like, Don't know what's
I
going
just
on.
saw umbilical cords and whales.
Dead whales and babies.
If you've seen
10
the
out of
trailer,
10,
you'll know that
IGN.
was a very good description.
But, I mean, it looks good. It looks good, and I know good old
He was in
Norman
Peter.
the
Reedus.
CGI does look good.
But it looks like a horror when you look at that trailer. But Kojima said that it's going to be a more action game. So I'm thinking more.
Kojima's games are
Phantom
always a
Pain.
bit of everything, which is also another
Which is
thing.
it's cool, but it's too soon. It's too soon to say anything about it. I'm looking forward to that partnership. I think it's great. I think Kojima needs money behind him to realize his dreams.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think now he has that backing. I think PlayStation won't do the same thing that Konami did. Is Konami?
Yeah.
Did to Kojima.
Yeah.
So moving away from the bad, let's go into the good.
Yes.
Talking about Sony, good. Great conference.
Yes.
Like, perfect. Yeah, it had some highs and lows, but...
Less lows this
yeah.
time.
I mean, dull.
Yes.
Games. God of War, Horizon.
What's that other one? The
Horizon?
Freaks game.
I need to get that. I need to get the name of that
Get the
game.
name of that game up.
You guys
Yeah,
ad-lib,
but-
go for it.
No, but apart from that, big thing. Crash Bandicoot
Crash.
1, 2, 3, remastered PS4.
I know you guys are looking forward to that, but...
you were a sheltered youth when Crash Bandicoot was out. I mean...
dude, I used to play Crash...
Did you? I mean, to be able to play on the PS4, I've emulated Crash on my PC, and it's not the same. Like, I want a nice HD remaster. Is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get every crystal in the game.
I don't know. I think Ratchet got away with it. Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if Crash Bandicoot's going to get away. Okay, it's not the same caliber, but this is fan service through and through. It's not going to gain new players.
No,
I
but
think Ryan will.
no, but I don't know if it's about new players. I think it is probably fan service, but it's a service that the fans want, and I guess that's what matters.
Fan service.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm saying
I mean, all the old people not old people, the older people that don't play games, like my dad. When I told him Crash Bandicoot was being remade, he was excited.
Yeah.
He never plays anything else.
Yeah, no, I mean, apart from Crash, at the Sony conference, Bill, was there any other big games there for you?
God of War.
God of War.
Oh man, I think I've never played God of War games more than 10 minutes at a
Never
time.
played
I couldn't
1
stand
minute.
those.
I didn't like the lock camera. I thought it was a bit. I mean, the main protagonist, and it wasn't good. Wasn't good.
No.
Anti-hero. I like what they're doing in this
I
one.
like
It
that
looks-
it's Nordic as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, dude.
Very Skyrim-esque.
Yeah.
No, I mean the folklore in that is just rife with potential. But
And the dragon.
moving into third
I haven't
person,
seen I can't believe I haven't seen the dragon.
dude, it's
That's
the most
an
beautiful
amazing
panoramic shot. But it's just, it looks, they've kind of taken some inspiration from Rise of the Tomb Raider, bringing in that knowledge gained, archery knowledge gained.
Yeah,
stuff
definitely
like
Rise
that.
of the Tomb Raider in there.
I don't think you're going to play as, what's the guy's name?
Kratos.
Kratos. I think you're going to play as his kid. That's why you're gaining knowledge like archery and stuff, because obviously Kratos already has that knowledge. So I think it's going to be a split. I think you're going to play both. I think you're going to
Unless that was
Unless
badass.
Kratos was hit on the head.
makes so much sense.
Lost all his memories, he did.
The game, though, that we could not get the name of is Days Gone.
Days Gone, that's it.
I couldn't remember the name because they changed the name. It used to be something else, and now it's Days Gone. Biker Zombie Extravaganza. Looks great. Daria, I need to show you that trailer.
Yes.
Other things from Sony for you?
From Sony. Ooh, Horizon.
Horizon Zero. I mean,
Horizon.
Let's be honest, everyone is excited about that game.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna win like show game of the show.
Yeah,
I
thought
think
that as well.
I think Zelda, strangely enough, took that
For
away from
IGN,
them.
yeah, with IGN.
For IGN,
For
yeah.
IGN, yeah.
But apart from the name, Horizon Zero Dawn has everything going for it.
Yeah, no, it does.
Did you even watch it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, dude,
I don't like it that it's mechanical.
Why?
Because
That's
if it's
epic.
out in the wild, it mustn't be mechanical.
No,
but I mean, that's
And you're
just,
wearing
don't
old
know.
hunter's gear, and
Yeah, but it's
You're
we
shooting
don't
a
know
mechanical
why.
bird.
We don't know why all these things. We haven't seen, which is good. We
I
haven't seen
hesitate to
enough.
say this, but it's a very Battlefield Earth sort of interpretation.
But the way she looks.
No, but I'm just saying that whole thing of, post-future technology mixed with nature vibe.
Well,
Tribal vibe going.
I think it's something different. Like with
I love it. No, I love it.
We're getting mortared with zombies.
Too many.
And
what's it? Dead Rising 4.
Dead Rising 4's out.
Dead Rising 3 was terrible.
It's Days Gone.
Oh yeah,
It's State of Decay 2.
Oh.
It's Dying Light 2 is coming. Dead Island
Good
is
thing we finished the first one.
Well, we didn't. Dead Island is coming.
Really?
Yeah, dude. The
They
new
just
Dead
released
Island.
the definitive edition.
There's some. Yeah.
Can we
they're
just talk?
struggling.
Can we just talk about one thing? The Last Guardian. Now, I've been very excited. I've been very excited about this game for a long time. And
Wait. A long.
is it a Japanese developer? Any case, very long time. Very excited for Last Guardian. And then last E3, the gameplay footage, even you, Joe, even you were impressed with that gameplay footage.
Oh, well,
it
the
was
feathers
good.
look great.
No. In the previous gameplay footage, everything looked good.
The last E3
This
one.
time, yes, but
No,
this time,
Well, was
This
it not
time-
last? Was it the last E3?
it was
last
the
year?
last E3. Can you
Okay.
believe it?
No, I don't think it looked good last year. I think it looked good when they showed it for the very first time.
That one where
50 years
everything's
ago.
collapsing and he's climbing
I
on.
think it looks good, but
I don't think it looks good.
No, but here's the thing. This E3 something changed. Something changed. I watched the game and it did look like a PS2 game that was ported to PS3 and then
Somebody
HD.
said that.
I know you told me someone
Yeah,
said
that was.
but
I think it
that's
was
really
I'm not
a
sure
good
if it's
description.
a giant bombcast, but they said it looks like a PS2 game that's been upscaled for PS3.
Yes.
but it was shown on PS4. And it's just visually it's inconsistent. The bird dog looks great.
No, he does.
He
or
looks
she-
good.
He or she looks great.
Those feathers.
Those feathers,
I
though.
can get lost in those feathers. But then you look at the boy, and it's like a 7-year-old drew that boy's face, and they scanned it in.
My dog. Everything.
I'm worried.
about that
I
face.
think they've gone too far. I think
Yeah.
they passed the point of no return. I think Sony should have just released it.
Yeah.
They should have cut their losses.
I don't think there was much to release though.
Yeah, that's a 7 out of 10. That's a 7 out of 10 game. I'm not interested in that game anymore. I used to be.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
There's far better looking games. Even flipping a game series that I never had any interest in.
Yeah.
God of War. I want. I'm gonna get
I
that.
mean, we've said before as well that we're not graphical whores here, but at the same time, we have consoles, we have PCs, we're looking for games that use, if it's going to be a proper 3D game, that it uses the capacity that it's given in the current generation, and that's why we pay so much for it.
Yeah, but I mean, then you have games like Gone Home. Have you guys downloaded Gone Home on your PlayStations?
Yeah,
It's
I did.
Available.
It was free game this month.
It's good. Have you played it? Great. I mean,
Very good.
the game's visuals is passable. It looks good.
No, the game's
It's
visuals
not,
are good.
It's
It
not
looks good.
a feast for
No,
the
I mean,
eyes.
it's not like what's that game that PT, the Fallout of PT. What was that? It's not that, but it looks good.
Which
It
is
looks good.
cancelled.
Which is cancelled. I mean, that we'll talk about another time. But another thing, big announcement.
You want one?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Big announcement. PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh my word!
What a trailer,
Made
right?
by Insomniac.
Yeah. And Insomniac has a good rap.
They
Have
do.
a good rap.
They do.
Have a good rap.
They. I mean, they're good at movement. The movement looks. Oh, that's a good sound.
That's a good
The
sound.
movement looks insane. They've nailed the kind of personality of Spider-Man when he's wearing, Peter Parker when he's wearing his mask. You watch that trailer.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that game,
Yes,
though?
Favorite moment of the trailer.
Oh, when he runs through that
Cafe.
coffee shop.
Yeah,
Cafe.
that's it. I think that was mine as well.
But I hope
Or
the game.
actually, when he grabs the guy with the web and he does a front flip and
That
slams him into the
looked
ground.
effing painful. Like that guy's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
This isn't Batman. That guy's dead.
He's dead.
But yeah, It's gonna be good. What do you guys think about the suit though? You think you're gonna be able to swap out your costumes
That's
like the old ones?
Staple of Spider-Man games, swapping out costumes.
Yeah.
So.
Because the new one is like a mix between the cinematic universe Spider-Man that's been introduced in Civil War and some comic run. I'm sorry, I don't read comics. Bless you.
Thank you.
It looks kiff.
It looks really good.
It really looks good.
Okay, but it all comes down to it. Joe, best moment of E3 2016.
Best moment of E3 is it's Horizon.
Horizon.
Dude, that whole trailer, the whole gameplay trailer, that where she's battling that thing, you shooting your arrow and holding the beast down. The houses are getting destroyed by this thing.
Yes.
You can climb onto a mechanical horse. What is it? It's a stag.
It was a bull and it ran through a tree.
Dude,
She bulldozed the tree with that
and you don't like that?
No, I like the game. I'm just the mechanical stuff. It's weird, but everything else is amazing.
I think it's refreshing.
Yeah,
I think it's
good.
very refreshing. I think it's what we need. I'm super surprised that they brought in some RPG elements. I'm really excited about that.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a more straightforward action adventure kind of game, and they've just given it that little bit of extra depth, which I think is going to keep me busy. I'm looking forward to that. And you, Don?
Did it?
Okay. It was the trailer where they showed the Fallout DLCs.
What?
Yeah, but then he says, and then we've got another thing, and then it starts playing the Skyrim music.
Skyrim Remaster.
Yeah.
I actually completely forgot about Bethesda's whole conference. It wasn't as bad as the EA conference with not showing any real things.
Yeah.
But it still had that same problem.
Yeah.
But
that Skyrim moment.
that Skyrim was good.
Sure.
And
I must say, I got chills on that moment
Yeah, I
as
did
well.
too.
I knew it was coming, and we all knew it was coming.
Yeah.
The leak-
Oh no, we're just testing it. We're just testing
No.
it, guys.
No,
No.
we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
But it didn't change the fact that when you saw those upgraded visuals, when you heard the music, when you saw that you could mod,
The God Rays.
I was just gonna say, like, when they
God
mentioned
Rays.
God Rays, you got me.
it was incredible.
That was good. And yours? Your favorite moment of E3?
You guys know I'm a Final Fantasy fan, but nothing came new at E3 this year for me to make it my favorite game. I must say, I was debating between, Legend of Zelda. The way it looks is fantastic, but I have to go with Skyrim on this one.
Really?
Yeah,
Over Zelda. We haven't even spoken about Zelda.
yeah, but
Apparently the game is big.
it's big. It's big, but and I must say, I'm speaking now. I admit, I'm speaking out of ignorance. What I've seen of Zelda looks amazing, and I'll buy a console for that game.
Really?
I will buy a console for that game.
You haven't even seen the console.
Not a chance.
I'll buy a console
I
for
agree with Dole.
No, I'm saying, I would. It depends now, obviously, what the console is going to be like at the end of the day. But at the same time, I tell you, you guys haven't played Wind Waker,
I would love to play Wind Waker.
and it's still one of my favorite games of all time. I loved Wind Waker. It was a unique experience. I've never gotten that experience in another game ever.
Well, I
But
really
in
enjoyed
addition-
Ocarina.
On top of that, on the Wii, I played in that era. Just after that, obviously Mario Galaxy came out on the Wii. You know, they did an HD remaster of Wind Waker, but Mario Galaxy also, like, in terms of platforming, there's no other platformer like it. It was an amazing game, Mario Galaxy.
Oh, that's the weird thing about Nintendo. And as much as I feel like they need to outsource their IPs,
yeah.
they kind of live in this bubble, and sometimes spark of genius kind of grows out of that. Like, it's completely unaffected by the rest of the world. It's the strangest thing. And sometimes you get a game that is just a game. It's not a serious, heavy thing. It's just fun. Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Hopefully the new Zelda. But interesting, yeah. Skyrim. So
You know what? I could retract that and say Zelda. Now that you speak of it, as we speak more of Zelda, I'm amped for Skyrim, but I'm saying it's a remaster. So I mean, that Zelda looks good. And you guys haven't seen the gameplay footage, but it looks. I know you say
I've
that.
seen some.
They say that the part of the world that they show in the demo, which is huge, is 1% of the map.
1%. And my worry is that there's not going to be enough in that world.
It's gonna be empty.
Witcher is nicely, densely populated. It's still a big place.
There's always something to do.
Yeah. I'm worried that... I'm sure they'll learn a bit from things that have come before it.
But I mean, you got like Monster Hunter as well, which is like Zelda, in the sense that, you know, you got this whole place to explore, but it's more about crafting. It's like Skyrim, you know.
Yeah.
Skyrim, okay, things happen in places, but it's more about climbing the mountain, defeating the beast at the top of the mountain, getting the secret blade that was hidden at the bottom of the ruins, and then coming out again. There wasn't any story segment. There weren't any characters.
Yeah.
But you crafted your own adventure in this big world. And I think in Zelda, you see him like cooking things or
throwing
stones at stones at all men. You know, I mean, in any case.
Well, cool. I mean, that's basically our E3 recap. That's our highlights, things we're looking forward to, things we're worried about. Let's not speak about VR. Everybody's talking about VR.
No, we're not going to
Let's
talk
just
about
leave that
it.
until we actually see something.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Cool. And then we'll be back with what we're playing.
Yes.
But forgetting about what's happened in the real world,
Yeah.
let's look at the things we've been doing with ourselves.
In our private space.
Yeah, what have you been playing? Like, what are you playing at the moment? Are you playing Uncharted?
Me?
4, right?
Yeah, I'm playing Uncharted and I'm playing Witcher at the same time, which is not a good combination.
How do you do that?
No, you can't.
I can't play 2 games at the
No,
same time.
I've been playing Uncharted. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it very much. I agree with you. You actually gave me the game, you know, game prices these days. But yeah, they could have left the shooting out. Definitely.
Well, I don't think they could have left the shooting out, but I would, in an ideal world, I would have loved the game without an Uncharted game without shooting.
No, you know what? I just think my favorite parts of the game were exploring dead tombs, finding clues, solving puzzles, climbing. I didn't mind the climbing because the climbing was fun. The mechanics were fun.
It was beautiful.
It was nice, and it was good mechanics. So it was fun, and you know, I'd play it and I'd enjoy it. It's easy, put it on and go. I just think that the shooting sequences, and there's a lot of shooting, I didn't feel that there was enough progression in terms of, like, you get new weapons and there are some cool weapons and whatnot, but
there's some cool set pieces.
No, there's some cool set pieces are great. Set pieces
are
I'm saying, like, throw me on a truck and I'm shooting other trucks down or jumping, that's fine. I'm just saying you constantly have to go through an enemy force to get to the treasure, and it's like, stealth is so monotonous because, I mean, you're going through it's the same motion.
The stealth. I actually preferred, like, the stealth part, like going in stealth instead of shooting.
No, I also like that.
But
I prefer it.
Overall, you're enjoying it. You're having a good time. You can recommend it. You can give it.
Yeah, I can recommend it.
You can give it the Carzola thumbs up.
Yeah, man, I'm enjoying it.
This is your first Uncharted you've ever played.
No, I've played Uncharted 1.
And 2. You borrowed it from Carl May, my old friend.
No, I did play 2, but it was good. But yeah, I recommend it. It's a great game. It's a great game. But I'm also playing The Witcher, and it's amazing. I won't say much more.
It is good.
It's really
It is good. Go buy that DLC.
Joe, what are you playing?
I just finished Gone Home, and that's quick. That took me like a few hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
great game. It's free on PlayStation Plus, so I would really. There's no reason not to play it. Dull. Go get that game. It's nice.
Oh.
It's cool. Eerie game.
I get that vibe from it.
I think it's a good game for me to have played because I'm playing Doom at the same time, and I'm playing Doom in these short bursts. It's a bit violent compared to Gone Home. So it was a nice break. I actually honestly don't know what I'm going to play after Doom because I was kind of hoping for though you would agree.
Yeah.
Well, I must give you now. I'm going to give you Far Cry. You take Far Cry and play
Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
Well, No Man's Sky was the one
That would have been out in 2 days, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Disappointing.
And
It's been delayed.
I'm still hoping the game's going to be great, but
Yeah. I'm still pre-ordering the...
you will not see me. If that game's good, I'm just going to disappear
for 3 hours and then get bored. And then we'll find you again.
I know your feelings about this game, but I still
No, I'm
think
super
it's
amped
gonna...
about it. I'd rather be surprised after the anticipation.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, after the anticipation that's been bubbling up inside of me for 2 years, I'd rather be surprised.
No, agreed. It's I'm afraid that it's trading into the Last Guardian territory.
Nobody goes full Last Guardian.
And Dol,
I'm not playing anything at the moment.
why?
I finished Witcher.
What? Oh, the base game.
Yeah.
The base
Yeah,
game.
I'm saying you finished
Okay,
in
okay.
quotation marks here.
Saw some lovely bosoms, I imagine.
That was amazing.
Did you hear his ending?
Should we discuss the ending? I don't know. Is the people still playing The Witcher?
I highly doubt it.
I think they probably will. I
But-
think there'll be new people.
They can just skip ahead if they don't want to hear it.
Just briefly, one line. What was your ending?
Ciri became a Witcher.
I didn't even know that was an ending.
That happened with mine as well.
Oh, so was I the only one who didn't get that ending?
Did you send her away? I was super selfish. I was like, no, you will join me.
No, I tried that. There was not an option
there's
for me.
a lot of
She
choices.
became queen.
There's a lot of choices throughout the
Or
game
Empress, I guess.
that kind of influence that. There's a lot of places where you gotta give Ciri space essentially, so she can make her own decisions.
That's what I did.
So there's a lot of that's why The Witcher is so good because it's not like clear, apparent, branching paths.
No, yeah, it's not obvious.
I mean, let's not forget the Bloody Baron.
Yeah. Oh, can't forget that.
No, yeah, The Witcher was good. And then what? Are you just? Is it just no games that's out at the moment? Mirror's Edge.
No, I see. The money I have left for games is for Final Fantasy and No Man's Sky,
You building it up.
and for the 2 Witcher DLCs.
I think, and spoiler alert, if you still playing Uncharted, shut down now. I think if you want to get your Crash Bandicoot full, just borrow my Uncharted, bro. And you'll see why I'm not really looking forward to Crash Bandicoot.
No, that Uncharted. It was a great story to watch.
Play it.
No, I don't want to play it.
Dude, the gunplay isn't that bad.
No,
I mean,
and
it's
the climbing.
good. It's serviceable. It's
I
good.
feel like climbing and solving stupid puzzles.
Better things to do with my life.
I'd rather play a free pool game.
Dol, you're still playing Doom.
No.
But
Damn.
we should play a multiplayer game.
Yeah, we haven't played in a while. That's why I'm not going to play on my own. It's boring.
Dylan the Destroyer.
No, well, I've almost got.
That's boring.
I've almost got everything that is to unlock.
That sucks being the best.
I'm great, I'm the best, but it's not fun.
It's just
No,
there's no more challenges.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Once again, great Chandy. Hit him up, PlayStation.
Find him.
Find him, destroy him.
Right.
Damn, guys, did we make it?
I think we made it. Through
We
our first show.
survived our very first,
We made it.
the Phantom Menace
The
of
that
Forward
was
4
not
Jump.
the first show.
Hopefully it's not the Phantom Menace.
A New Hope.
The Phantom of Menace, yeah.
What? No, it's not.
No, it's
It's a Shakespeare
the William
song.
Shakespeare version.
The Phantom of Menace.
We should do a prepared reading.
A reading.
Of the
Please,
Phantom
can I
of
do
Menace.
Jar Jar Binks?
You can. He's a mastermind in the play.
Oh, well, let's have a separate Star Wars podcast about our feelings towards Jar Jar Binks. But this has been episode 1 of Forward Jump.
Boom, it's done.
Thank you very much for listening.
Thanks,
Dylan,
guys.
Thanks,
Join us
Darian.
again. Join us again.
Thanks for sharing a few drinks over a few discussions.
Yeah, boy.
See you same time, probably not same place.
Maybe.
week.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bye
Cheers,
bye.
guys.